It's World MS Day, the 30th of May. It's Saturday, 2020. And for the last few years, I have been putting a video out on World MS Day, really to share what I hope is a positive message. What I hope is a message that despite an MS diagnosis, that you actually can beat the condition. You can live with MS. You can achieve your goals, which is something that, particularly whenever I was diagnosed in 2006, and between the years of 2006 and 2010 in particular, I didn't believe that any of that was possible. I still think there is a big element of the MS journey which is completely wrong for patients. I think that patients are still put on this journey of negativity, and although that has changed somewhat in the last number of years, I think it's still a journey of fear and anxiety, and there is a real urgency, I think, in the MS discussion now, that we need to get the message across that you actually can live really well with MS. And the really important point then is that if you really want to give your body and your mind the best opportunity to do this, then you have to try and help your body. And there are lots of things that MS patients can do that might and will likely help you in that regard. For me personally, I have had an amazing 4 years. In particular, in 2016, whenever I went off my medication, I decided to stop the conventional approach to managing disease. I instead decided that I wanted to try and change my lifestyle and help my body repair the broken physiology. And what I then did was I transitioned and changed to a plant-based lifestyle. I completely changed my nutrition, my diet. I changed my entire environment. And I think one of the interesting things that I've found in the last 10 years through speaking at conferences and talking to doctors and researching my own papers is that scientists believe that 80% of all illnesses come from our environment. And what is your environment? Your environment really is then, how we all live, what we eat, what we drink, how we think and interact with people, how we move. That's really the environment that we keep. And the bottom line is that too many of us are creating this environment which is making us sick. So for MS patients, my view is that we have to work much harder than other people. And the path that I've chosen has worked incredibly well for me. So the big message I want to get across in this video is that you can live with MS really, really well. That you can, despite what the medical community try and tell you, you actually can repair the broken physiology. Your body can heal and repair. Symptoms can disappear. Symptoms can go away. I'm not saying they go away and disappear for everyone and forever, but I'm telling you my experience is that's what happened to me, and that is what's happening to other people. And my view is that if you want to give your body a chance of doing this, you have to implement your own strategy, which will give you the best chance of living really, really well with MS. In the last few years, I've put out a stack of content. I've created a website. I've written 2 books. I'm very active on social media. And, I just want to share this message of love and hope and gratitude and, I suppose, education to, become a student of the condition. Never give up. You have to work incredibly hard at your health, at life, and business, at relationships, all this stuff. You have to work incredibly hard. But if you commit to a program of rehabilitation, a program of healing, and not follow what your doctor tells you to do, or your nurse tells you to do, or your mum tells you to do, or somebody else tells you to do, what you should do is take all of that information, all of it, and then follow your own path. there is enough good information out there now on social media and online. There are enough resources which are accurate and not conflicted by big pharma and money. There is enough scientific papers out there to prove that there is lots of things that each of us can do to help us on this path of recovery. So this is a good day for me. This is 14 years I've been living with MS. Last August I went for my annual MRI scan, and I was given the incredible news that the MS is no longer active in my brain. And for me that really justified and meant that the plan that I had and the roadmap that I had taken in the last 4 years, it vindicated and validated that decision. So about 3 weeks ago I went for my latest MRI scan, and although I don't have the results yet, I'm expecting that to be as good as the one I got in August, and I will update and share the results of that scan as soon as I get it. So there you go. I hope this video has given you some hope. If you know anyone with MS and is struggling and maybe needs a little bit of motivation, maybe a little bit of inspiration, maybe a little bit of hope, then please share this video with them. So, and for everyone else, have a great weekend and look after yourself and look after each other.